everybody, Erica Serwin here from Pink Buckaroo Designs, and today I'm going to show you how to make a really fun slider card using the new Wiggle Worm set from Stampin' Up. It is just so cute and fun. It was probably one of the first ones that jumped out at me in the new catalog, and I knew it would make great little cards for kids. So this card is a card that moves. It might not look too exciting right here at first glance, but when you pull the little door on the cage, there are a bunch of really cute bugs that I have colored with Stampin' Blends and added Wink of Stella to give them a little bit of glitter. So it's a really easy card, really. We're going to just create a little slider door. I've also used the new all wired up background stamp here to create kind of a cage look for our little critters. This bundle is, here, let me show you the whole thing. Here are the stamps and the framelits. You can see you've got a framelit for each of your bugs. You've got some other little accessories, the grass, which I love, and a big leaf. And if you have the new Stampin' Up catalog, this is the 2019-2020 annual Stampin' Up catalog, you'll find the stamp set on page 104. Now notice, if you buy the stamp set with the framelits, right here, you will get 10% off. You save 10% when you buy them together. And I don't know why you wouldn't get both. If you get one, you really need to get both. Now, today's projects are a recording of my Facebook Live. And when I do Facebook Lives, I have these PDFs that I type up. It has all the details for each project that you need. So here's all the products that we're going to use today, as well as the measurements. There's quite a few little measurements that you'll need. So if you want to make this card, click on the link and jump over to that post, and you'll find this PDF under the last photo. And you'll also find two other ways to use this cute stamp set. All right, let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is color our bugs. I have already stamped them in Memento Black, and I'm going to use my Stampin' Blends. I've got a bevy of bright, beautiful colors here. Let's start at the top. We're going to do Granny Apple Green on this cute little praying mantis. He looks a little funny, but if you've ever seen a praying mantis in person, they look a little funny. They're a little weird looking, so don't worry. He's weird on purpose. Now I'm just going to go over him with light Granny Apple Green. Go all the way over, and I'm using the bullet tip on my marker because I really feel like I have better control in smaller spaces when I do that. Now I'm going to take the dark, and I'm going to do the middle of his nose there, and then I'm going to add a little bit of dark here in his elbows and here under his bottom back part. I guess I should have studied up on my bug body part lingo before the video. But you guys know. There's an old song, head, thorax, abdomen. I'm guessing, let's see, that must be the abdomen. You know, who knew you needed to know science to do stamping, right? Okay, so we've done Granny Apple Green. Let's do the little worm in Calypso Coral. And actually, I've got Cajun Craze, so we're going to go with Cajun Craze. Calypso Coral and Cajun Craze are similar in nature. They're both an orangey color, and they look a lot alike on your shelf. Now I'm going to go over him again with just the light, and then I'm going to take my dark, and I'm just going to add some dark in those little folds. He looks like a little happy bug. He's got that cute little smile. These bugs really are cutesy and fun. They're not designed to be realistic. They're designed to be kind of cartoonish. And so that's why I think they lend themselves really well to kid cards and fun summertime, uplifting projects. Now this guy, I'm going to take Pineapple Punch Light, and I'm going to go all over him. And then I'm going to go back with my dark Pineapple Punch, and I'm going to give him kind of an ombre look. Now I'm noticing that I think I started with the wrong color. Look, Does that happen to you guys? You put the lids on the wrong ones? Well, we're going to make it work. This is the dark one. So this lid needs to go here. You know, they're designed so that you can tell them apart, but you have to put the lids back in on the right markers to make sure they look alike. But I'm going to go ahead, since I did it all in dark, I'm going to use my dark to add layers of color. I want these bottom wings to be darker than the top, and this part darker than the top. There we go. You can't even tell. You know, a mistake is just a chance to change something, right? All right, now let's use Pool Party on this cutie. I'm not sure what she's supposed to be. A ladybug, maybe? Yeah, probably a ladybug. And I'm going to give her a new look, new outlook on life, and make her blue, because it's a fun kid card, right? You can do anything you want. And you know, kids would really enjoy making this card too. Coloring with blends, my kids fight over my Stampin' blends. I have to hide them. I need to get them their own set. They really like to use them for school projects and coloring because they blend and they make you really look like a professional artist. All right, there we go. Now let's make sure I put these lids back on the right markers. Last but not least, I guess he's a beetle. And we're going to use Lovely Lipstick on him or her. I'm not sure. There's no identifying factors for these bugs, so you just go with whatever you want to call it. Coloring him in all lovely lipstick. You can leave the mouth white, but it seems like every time I color these, I can't remember to do it, and I color right over it. And it's all right. So take your dark, lovely lipstick and go over those wings, and I think I'll color in his mouth dark too. There we go. So cute and easy to color. Didn't take too much time. Now I'm going to take my Wink of Stella. A Wink of Stella is a great way to add glitter to a project without making the mess of glitter, right? Now it will pick up your color a little bit, so I like to brush it off between each bug, and I'm just kind of adding it, not all over, just in little areas. Now this one, I feel like needs a little more. The worm, I don't think we need any glitter on. I've never seen this. Well, you know what? I take that back. A fishing worm has glitter, doesn't it? Okay, there we go. You can tell I'm overthinking it a little bit, right? All right, so we're going to cut these out, but let's do something else so we can cut everything else at the same time. You're going to need a piece of pineapple punch cardstock. Now remember, all of these measurements are over on that PDF. You can get it, and you don't have to write everything down. But I will go ahead and tell you, this is a piece of pineapple punch that is 2 5/8 by 4 5/8. And we're going to get this new stamp set all wired up. And let's see, I'm just going to place that in the middle of my Stamparatus and lay that down, pick it up, and really I'm not going to use the magnets because it's too small of a piece, but I think we'll only need to stamp once because we're doing pineapple punch ink right on pineapple punch cardstock, so really there's no need to keep it in place to stamp again. And look, it stayed in place. So even if I did want to stamp it again, I could. Okay, now let's do our die cutting. We're going to need this. We're also going to need a stitched rectangle. And I wrote this down too on the PDF. We have so many of these, it's hard to tell, but this one measures 3 3/4 by 1 1/2. And we're going to put it right in there. All right, we're also going to cut out some lovely lipstick mushrooms. So we need that. So get your die cut machine. And let's load them up. We'll do this one here. Now I have a magnetic platform on. We'll see how well it holds things in place. I'm going to grab my little mushrooms. They're so cute. Like that. And you want to make sure your little window is centered. If you're worried about it slipping, you can add a Post-it note, a little sticky note, or some washi tape to it, and it will hold it in place. But it looks like it stayed exactly where we need it. Now you've got this piece, and you need to save this and make a little tag with your bugs. I think it would be really cute. but we don't need it for this project. All right, so get your little mushrooms. And I'm going to put my dies back so I don't lose them. And now for our little bugs. We've got the worm. And I probably stamped these too close to cut them all out at the same time. But we'll try, we'll see. And they might jump around a little bit too, because they're all kind of small. Let's see, is this guy going to stay in place? Yeah, oh. You never know. I think this one might be too close. Oh, crossing my fingers. Let's see. I think they're going to, okay, they're going to pull. So, nope, we're not going to get lucky. Let's rearrange these and we'll do one swoop through with these guys, and then we'll come back and we will do the last, our little ladybug. Our blue ladybug. Now I want to point out that this stamp set comes with stamps for each bug to create little texture on them, little lines, little spots, but I just didn't use them this time. But I want you to take notice of that when you look at the stamp set, because it really is cute and will offer a lot more to your stamped images if you decide to use them. Okay, let's get them all off of here. And we'll move this out of the way. Now I have done one step ahead of time to save us a little bit of time in the video. I have used my Layered Leaves embossing folder, this one right here, and I have embossed a piece of Granny Apple Green, 5 1/4 by 4, and another piece, another Granny Apple piece. This is the piece we're going to pull. This one measures 1 7/8 by 4 1/2. Okay, so we're going to start building up our card. You need to get your 1-inch punch, and on the right side here, we're just going to punch a little half circle. That's going to help us pull out our little die. Now, there's a crucial piece that you need here, and it's our strip adhesive, and you can tell I'm running low. This is all I have left, but this you're going to take, this is going to kind of create a little frame for that pull piece, and I'm putting it right above the stitched line. Okay, I'm also going to put one down here to kind of stop that piece from sliding out the other side. Now, depending on where you put your foam adhesive, you might put yours a little bit closer than mine, a little bit further out. You might need to adjust the width of this piece. It's kind of a, you know, see how it fits right there, but if I had put it a little bit closer, it would have been too tight and it would have needed to trim it down, and had it been further, it would have needed to be a little bit wider. So place your adhesive and test out your piece and see if you need to adjust it. Okay, so we're going to put this right down here, and it's popped up, and then we're going to take our little bugs and we're going to put them on the inside, and we want them to be flat, so put your adhesive right there on them so that that little slider piece doesn't catch on them. If they were popped up, it would not slide very well. And last but not least, this little cutie. Okay, now let's test it out and see. Oh yes, perfect. So right there closed, I'm going to add a bow that's going to help us grip it. This is Granny Apple Green woven ribbon. Perfect color because it is the exact same color of our cardstock. That is something Stampin' Up does really well, is they create all these coordinating products so you don't have to, you know, guess at what color goes with what. And I'm going to put that on with a glue dot and let's test it. Oh my goodness, so fun. All right, now I'm going to grab my mini glue dots and I'm going to put our little dragonfly, whoops, up here. Now there's a piece I actually have forgotten to cut, and I think we'll just we'll just leave it off. See the little grass piece? I actually cut that and then cut it down just to be a little bit long for our, long enough for our little praying mantis. But since I forgot, well, we had the die cut machine, I think I'm just gonna skip it. All right, let's put this guy here. Let's see. All right, we're still doing good. And we probably need to put one behind his weird little arms. There we go, so he doesn't get bumped. And then we've got these really precious little mushrooms that I'm gonna attach just with a glue dot. They're probably just too small for anything else. And I kind of liked leaving those little dots in there. This one, all the dots came off and this one stayed. I kind of like that being different. Okay, now the only thing left really is the sentiment. So let's do that and then we'll put it on our card base. I'm going to stamp happy birthday and little bug on a piece of, just a scrap piece of Whisper White. And then I'm going to cut them apart. So grab your trimmer and let's see, let's cut it down. I don't want to smear that ink. You need to give your ink, especially this bright color, you need to give it a little bit of time to dry. See how I'm just cutting it down to the size of the words. I don't want it to really take away from our cute images. So I'm just going to trim it and we're just going to stick it on. Let's see, that one looks pretty good. And this one I feel like is a little bit too tall. There we go. All right, now happy, and I want it to be kind of silly, not really straight. Birthday. And then we'll put little bug on the inside. Like, right, let's see, right there. So fun. There we go, look. Happy birthday, little bug. Oh my gosh, so fun. The last thing we have to do is stick it down onto a Granny Apple Green card base. And you are done. How many kids would love this card? I know, lots in my life that would. There you go. Now you guys, you're going to need that PDF for these measurements. So click back over, go to my blog. It's my Facebook Live post. Down under the third photo, you will find the link. Click on that and that PDF will come up and everything that you need will be there. If you need to order, you can order at shopwitherica, ERICA.com and get all of the supplies that you need to make this fun slider card. Thank you guys so much. Please let me know if you have any questions and have fun with your new Wiggle Worm set. Bye.